Welcome to the Swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Chris Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Gators will kick it away to start. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Looking for a man. It's Demania. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Got some room to run. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, that wasn't the start they were looking for on offense. They're trying to be aggressive. First play of the game and throw it. Bad decision by the quarterback, though, leads to an INT.
Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're...
Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. A deep tradition of backers who make plays and get after quarterbacks. Ray Lewis could do it all back in the day, just like this guy is.
Yeah, and they look the same, don't they? They look the part, just big, physical, huge guys, but the speed element always there, always in the backfield, making plays.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
One-yard line. Now, a 4th down.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And it's no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
Oh, just didn't have enough leg. It looked like he had the accuracy. It looked like it was going right between the uprights, just not enough power on the kick.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go right back to him. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Back to throw, it's Demania. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. And the pass hits, picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Gators want to move quickly. They go right back to him. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down.
Coming up, 4th down.
The Gators will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Blasted as he lets it go. And the ball is picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Miami.
And that defensive touchdown all started with getting pressure on the quarterback. It was the hit on the QB that forced the errant throw. That was an easy interception and an easy pick 6.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he's going to run it back. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Now on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got great speed. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here. Just give him some easy looks to let him get right.
Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. They'll run the counter. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered out.
On the option. He'll toss it. Inside the 15. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looking to throw its house. They're bringing heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. They'll run the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down.
4th and short. I already called my 3rd down play, knowing I was going for it on 4th down. So you better believe I got the play locked and loaded. We're going for it on 4th down.
The Gators will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. To the end zone. Touchdown, Gator. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You can play touch football in an elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
And the Gators are threatening on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Lining up to add another. Looking the fake, and he wants to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. From the gun, the running back has it. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Fires to the big fella. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. And the Hurricanes are in the hurry-up. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And his fifth interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Gator! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
Yeah, how about that, man? Fourth down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's it.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. So they'll try to make up some of that ground on second down from the 16. Scanning the field, it's Demania. Good timing on the quick out. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
That's so frustrating. I got you in the perfect situation. I get you in third and long, more predictable. I know it's going to be a pass, and then Houdini pulls the rabbit out of the hat, makes something happen, scrambles around, gets the first down. Goodness gracious, this guy is so good.
From the gun, the ground game. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Wow, the Canes are known for big-time playmakers. Tough physical running is part of it, too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
Finds his man.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there.
Quarterback has got to just settle down and take a breath. Threw a bad pick last drive, almost threw another one on that last play. He's got to regain his focus.
And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to throw, it's Demania. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first production.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. He's looking to throw it. He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cade. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
14 or 12.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Going for the return. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Gators sending the offense back to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Back to pass, it's House. He's going to take off. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Gators will punt it away on 4th down. He'll call for the fair catch here. comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Offense gets set for second down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Looking to pass. It's Demania. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
He wants to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and they forced the incompletion.
Let's see what they've got on second down. They want to just keep throwing it. A little screen to the running back. Got enough space. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Middle Tennessee is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Murfreesboro, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 11 over South Alabama. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here.
It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Looking for a man. It's House. Feeling some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. He looks that one in nicely. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Throws to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Miami 21, Florida 12.
They're just about ready to kick it away.
Set to kick off.
So much for the touchback. Here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
First and 10.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Looking to throw, it's House. Getting some heat. Keeps looking downfield. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. Now the play fake. Looking for an open area to his left. Makes the grab. Turns it on in midfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Nine-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Complete along the sidelines, and that'll be good enough for the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target.
Touchdown, Florida! What a catch and run for 6. Great. Oh, they try to trick him. The holder wants to pass. He is stopped short, and the fake will not work as he almost nudged his way in. And the Gators will boot it away to start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game, so I like when offenses commit to the...
He's going for a big play downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Canes decide to punt it away. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score, your defense does your part. Jesse, this offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Makes the grab on the right. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And the defense decides to bring the blitz, and no problem for the offense. No panic whatsoever. They understood it. They saw what was coming. Still were able to function and not even worry about it or get sped up by the blitz.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up.
How about the defensive end understanding football? Understanding that I got to keep outside contain. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, they'll run it. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, no surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
The Gators are flying down the field. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Fires toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He leaves it with his back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Dropping back, it's House. He makes the connection. Crosses the 30, he's got away. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Moving away from pressure. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. It's a fake. The holder's going to try to toss it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the 2-point conversion. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fair catch, called for and made. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get it dropped.
And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. They'll snap it from the 25 on 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Demania. Unloads to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. The Canes will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. A fair catch is called for. It'll give him great field position. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Trying to get to it. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Taking it the other way. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the 4th quarter. Time to go win it.
Pocket starts to collapse. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2. And the Canes want to crank the tempo. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Jumped on top of the pile.
these are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball in second and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable third down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in second and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to get the first through the air. Looking to scramble. It's caught downfield. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Well, they've tried to get this quarterback going, running the ball in a variety of ways, and they haven't really been able to kind of break him out just yet until that run right there. Nice individual effort on the scramble. It took a little longer than they would have liked, but maybe that's the play that's really going to sort of spark this offense and really maybe get this guy going more on the ground.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Touchdown, Miami! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Up by one, they're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. Dropping back, it's Demania. Quarterback moving. And this will be caught as they convert the two. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
I feel like the defense right now is living rent-free in this QB's head. Of course, they picked him off the last drive. They almost picked him off right there. This defense doing a nice job mixing up their looks, and they're completely confusing them.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. He turns it loose to the left. And it's picked off for the third time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long, whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages. He just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Oh, it's a reverse. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Well, this is a receiver that needs to touch the ball in a variety of ways. They're going to throw it to him, but they're also going to get him involved on jet sweeps.
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge third down. To the air, it's Demania. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And that is no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. The Gators sending the offense back to work. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. You got to stop turning the football over.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. And the Gators in the hurry up. They'll go to the ground. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Try to get it on the ground. The Gators brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
We're seeing this more and more often in college football with the analytics and everything else, but 4th and inches, they decide to go for it and they pick it up on the ground.
You know, I really think it's a smart move, too, because why just give up and hand them the ball and give the defense a boost of morale that they really didn't earn?
Yeah, and I like the decision, too, based on who their personnel is and what their identity is as an offense. They want to be physical and control the line of scrimmage. It's a good call.
He built this offense around finding mismatches and just getting the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Wants to throw. It's House. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
On second down, looking again to throw. Dances away to buy time. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. They could really use a few yards here on third down, because from here, it would be a 61-yard attempt. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They could really use a few yards here on third down, because from here, it would be a 61-yard attempt. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
They're going to run it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're trying to get to it. Makes the grab. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Going right down the boulevard. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. First down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Coming after it. Got his man downfield. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Demania. Pressure coming. And they got him for the sack. We'll get it started here in overtime. Off the play fake on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, they're facing a 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wide out in motion. The give from the gun. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback will audible. Dropping back, it's House. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Got his man on the right. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
From the gun to give, looking for room. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Here comes first and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And the Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. Touchdown, Florida! They take the lead here in overtime. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He'll pull it down.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down. Get some positive yards.
Brown has it. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. 1st and goal in overtime, and they have to answer with a touchdown. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Timeout on the field, and everyone wanting to make sure that they're locked in on this play in overtime. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. He wants it all. Oh, and they pick it off. What a huge defensive play in overtime.